Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here.
Jacob here, meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel, Jane Di Lorenzo.
Wait, what did you say?
Jane Di Lorenzo.
Have a good one.
You guys better subscribe and watch my friend on his YouTube channel. He is kicking ass.
Sometimes the world of the dead gets mixed up with the world of the living.
As you can see, the housework has been rather neglected since the servants disappeared almost a week ago.
Do you mean they just vanished?
Into thin air.
How do you do, children? I'm your new nanny.
Are you going to leave us too?
Why should I leave you?
The others said they wouldn't, but they did, and then it happened. Why have you opened the curtains? It was Victor.
You told your brother that there was someone else in the room.
There was.
That'll do, Anne.
I've seen them too. Sooner or later, she'll see them. Then everything will be different.
What do you want?
They're everywhere. They say this house is theirs.
Children!
Come here!
Run!
Can't you hear it? There's someone there.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you another movie review. This time we're going to be talking about The Others, which was released in 2001, was directed by Alejandro Amenabar, as well as starring Nicole Kidman, as well as Linkina Mann, Fionnuala Flanagan, James Bentley, and Aline Cassidy. Grace, the devoutly religious mother of Anne and Nicholas, moves her family to the English coast during World War II. She awaits word on her missing husband while protecting her children from a rare photosensitivity disease that causes the sun to harm them. Anne claims she sees ghosts. Grace initially thinks the new servants are playing tricks, but chilling events and visions make her believe something supernatural has occurred.
Where is my daughter?
Are you mad? I am your daughter.
So yeah, just watched this movie the other night off of one of my frequent commenters' suggestions, so thank you Spinnernet for that one. Always enjoy our discussions. And luckily for me, this was on Hulu, so I was able to watch it right away. Plan on ordering it or buying it at some point in the near future for sure, and that's kind of already a giveaway what I thought about it. I really, really like this movie. It's pretty much a near masterwork in terms of suspense and sort of patience with building its sort of point, if you will. And I really admired that about the movie. Of course, with that approach, there's always going to be people or viewers that found it boring or felt like it didn't go anywhere or something, even though I don't know how you could say that about this one. But, also, like, the subgenre, like, haunting, possession or, like, just poltergeist-type films, I don't really care for it. It's never been one of my favorite horror subgenres. But when it's done right, like this, like the Conjuring movies to an extent, for a recent example, I can definitely appreciate it and enjoy them. When it makes me feel for the characters or get pulled in by the mystery or sort of, again, that suspense and atmosphere of it all. And this movie certainly has it. And another reason I watched it is because I've had an interest in seeing more of Nicole Kidman's work lately, who's an actress I'm familiar with. I've seen her in, this probably is a bad example, but I always remember seeing her in Batman Forever. I always want to see more of her, and this and The Invasion are on my radar, and I want to see pretty much anything she's been in now. Because Nicole Kidman in this movie, she's incredible. She gives such an expertly handled performance, from her own sort of fear, paranoia, and desperation, to just her emotion, what she's been through with not knowing what happened to her husband for an unknown length of time, how much is she still holding on to it. It's one of the best performances and one of the most convincing leads I've seen in a movie like this in a long time. And I think I read it was one of the few times like a movie like that was nominated for like a higher up award or something, which if it's true, that's very, very much deserved. And the kids, the young actors playing the kids, I think did a really nice job as well. Especially Lakina Mann, who played Anne. She reminded me of like a combination of like Millie Bobby Brown nowadays and like Macy Williams, I think. But she was really good. She had a real personality to her. And the relationship of the family and their dynamic, I think, is really, really strong. It can kind of seem like Grace, Kidman's character. She's very, very strict. At first you think, oh, wait, does she already have a sense of what's going on here? Maybe. Or is it because of, what they've been trying to escape, with the war going on and everything like that. And, it's just, sort of her, culture and, just who she is as a person as well. But then you can see just how deeply she cares and how sort of hurt she is when things go wrong. Making her a redeemable character if you're ever put off by her in the film. So I thought that was a really well layered dynamic there. And I also got to talk about the main servant, Miss Mills, who I know I've seen in something, I just can't place it. But she does a good job as well. She seems like a good, nice, older worker, but then you can tell there's like an extra sort of aura about her. But she had a good presence and sort of way of delivering her lines as well. And again, it's very simple, but it worked because of the setting, the very well executed atmosphere. The performances contributed, like I already talked about. And I was pulled in, I was engaged. I was tired too, so I was worried, oh no, should I be watching a movie like this when I'm already tired as it is, because I want to give it my full attention. I don't want to almost like drift accidentally, but no, it kept my attention. I was pretty engaged throughout. I was interested in the mystery, the story of this house, who is tied to what, if at all, or is it just kind of like this separate sort of antagonist we'll see just pop up at random? Who knows? I'm not going to spoil it for you because I don't see people talking about this movie enough. I'm definitely glad I chose to watch this on Halloween last night. I guess I had watched the original Halloween the night before anyway. But yeah, there's just a lot I really admire about this film. Also, again, the setting, the whole big house mansion type thing, it worked really well. How the outside looks, it's really, really nice. There's a lot of good cinematography and just shots, again, that contribute to that great tone and feel of the whole thing. But yeah, it was just a great movie. And Nicole Kidman, again, one of the most convincing performances I've seen in any horror movie in a while. And, it's hard to call this a straight-up horror movie as well. It's more of like a supernatural thriller. I guess you could really debate about that. And when the film does reach its conclusion, I was pretty satisfied. It's maybe, if you really pay attention, you pick up on certain clues, sort of like subtle hints placed throughout the film, I think you can probably figure it out, what the answer to all of this is. And, it's a bit unfortunate maybe, but I think it really worked. It still felt effective when it was presented in the climax of the story. And it definitely had a pretty emotionally resonant conclusion as well, I think. And I'll just say there's also just a reason that Grace and Anne's relationship is strained as a mother and daughter. And there's a moment where you see that if they're going to sort of forgive each other, if she's going to forgive her or not. And it's really a gratifying scene, just beautifully acted by, again, Nicole Kidman, and, Anne did a nice job as well. So yeah, I really enjoyed this film. I was pretty impressed, and it makes me again want to see more of Nicole Kidman's work. I should probably catch up with everyone else. This is also like the last movie she made before her and Tom Cruise finalized their divorce. I think he is a producer on this. I think one of the other producers is also like the Weinsteins and stuff, which isn't desirable, but we still got to look at the movie for what it is on its own, separate it from that if we can. So yeah, overall, if I had to rate this movie, I'm rating it at least an A-, but I may even be willing to put it up to a straight up A. I think it was that good and definitely worth watching if you have patience and actually care about detail. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this one. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.